well. Like I said, we are all volunteer run and supported. We also have some amazing sponsors that help make this event happen. So on a global level, Adobe is our global partner. Does anybody use Adobe products? I know I do. They're kind of the gold standard for creatives. So shout out to them. They have launched their new Adobe Express for you all to check out. So thanks to Adobe. For this event, also a massive thank you to the Peterson Dumanil House, our wonderful venue. Grace here has been helping us out. We love being in this like smaller, more intimate, historic space. So not only do they have like weddings and private events here, but anything you all need, feel free to like flag Grace down afterwards or get in touch with us so we can put you in touch with them. So thank you for having us. And Clementine Catering provided the food for you all today, so thank you to them. Our wonderful coffee sponsor for the year, Senator Doss Coffee, so big thank you to them for supporting us, keeping us all caffeinated this early in the morning. Queer Kentucky is a storytelling nonprofit in the state of Kentucky. So they are our fiscal sponsor for the year. They're amazing supporters. We're happy to support them as well. And last but certainly not least, we have Maybe It's Fate, our presenting sponsor for the year. I'm going to welcome up Charlie here. He has some things to say and let you know about what's going on over there.
Thank you, and good morning, everybody. I'm Charlie. I'm one of the stewards at Maybe It's Fate. We're a cooperative over in Butchertown. We're a 3-story building where our members can come in and use the space however they need to. Tonight we have an art exhibition opening that's open to the public on the first floor. This is a Los Angeles, Iranian-American-based artist. She's awesome. She's reclaiming power through her sexuality. Pretty provocative show. We'll have that opens at 5:30. Bands are at 8 o'clock upstairs. Everyone's welcome. Bring a friend. But if you haven't heard of Maybe It's Fate, check us out at maybeitsfate.com. Similar vibe to this whole community. So please come enjoy. Thank you.
Yeah, if you all haven't been over there yet, it's like quickly becoming my favorite place in the city. It's so homey and wonderful. So thanks for bringing it to us. Alrighty. And Maybe It's Fate also sponsors our wonderful exchange table. So if you brought a warm winter layer and have not dropped it off there, have at it. If you did bring something, feel free to pick something up on your way out, and any overages are going to be donated to Kentucky Refugee Ministries today. So excited to be working with them this year.
Okay, so I am so excited to announce our speaker this month. When you think about where we're headed in society and kind of prioritizing wellness and these ways that we're pioneering ways to show up for ourselves and choose ourselves, I feel like Cielo is doing an amazing job with advocating for breath work in our city, and I'm just so excited to hear her journey. So I'm delighted to welcome Cielo to the stage today to speak and share with us.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Cielo Stein, and I am the CEO and founder of Cielo Breathwork in Middletown, Kentucky. I feel very honored being here this morning with you. I want to start by sharing my story because just about 3 years ago, I would have never imagined myself standing here talking about healing, transformation, and breathwork. If you would have met me back then, you would have met someone who had it all. I had a thriving career in pharmaceutical sales, a beautiful home, an amazing husband, wonderful kids. I had just won President's Club at work. I was traveling, surrounded by friends, and truly I was living my best life. Like, I was having a lot of fun. And yet, something was missing, and I just couldn't figure out what that was. I used to brag about the fact that my husband and I never fought. I thought that meant we had the perfect marriage. And then I learned that it was because I had no boundaries, I didn't know how to say no. I had been conditioned to be everything for everyone. A good mother, a good friend, a good wife. And even though it looked like I had it all figured out and I had it all together, there was something in me that felt very lonely inside. Then, out of nowhere, I had a spiritual awakening. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy, it wasn't soft, it wasn't gradual, and it was not what I was expecting. It completely shattered everything I thought I knew about myself. And that's when I figured I had no idea who I was. And I didn't even know that I didn't know. That I had no idea who I was. Breathwork found me at the very exact moment when I needed it. At first, I thought it was just a really cool practice. I was like, this is kind of cool. But then, every time I had a session, I started to notice how it was helping me peel off a layer of myself. A layer that I've never been able to look at before. I started to notice how much fear, conditioning I was carrying, but it also allowed me to see how much power, authenticity, and intuition was inside of me. And it was just a beautiful thing. I had spent my entire life performing, playing the role of who I thought I needed to be. And breathwork helped me peel off those layers and really find my authentic self. I learned how to set boundaries and honor myself. I realized my marriage wasn't truly connected, and I had to redefine it in a way that felt aligned. I also found my voice, my power, and my intuition. The old me had to die in order for the new me, the authentic me, to be reborn. And let me tell you, she's a complete badass. So breathwork is the most powerful tool we have available to us for healing, yet is the most overlooked one. It is the very thing that keeps us alive. But most of us, go through life completely disconnected from it. For me, it wasn't just about breathing. It was about learning how to feel again. Getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. Okay. So in order to peel off those layers, I had to learn how to get comfortable with all of our emotions, all of them, even the uncomfortable ones. Even though we live in a world where we have been told to push away and run away from certain emotions like fear and pain, those are just our emotions, they're just uncomfortable ones. And our emotions are just messengers. They're just trying to tell us something. So what if, instead of ignoring them, we learn how to listen to them? What if instead of pushing them away, we let them run through us? What if instead of fearing them, we learn how to work with them? This is what breathwork teaches us. When we breathe through discomfort, something incredible happens. We stop being reactive to the world. We stop running away from our emotions, and we start healing at the deepest levels. Because the truth is, we can't change the world around us, but we can change how we show up to it and how we react to it. That's the only thing we can control. Healing isn't a destination. It's a constant process. Sorry. Every time I think I have uncovered all of my layers, and I'm like super pumped about it, a new one reveals itself. But now I have learned how to embrace it, because I know that the deeper I step into myself, the deeper I step into my power. And that's a beautiful thing. So breathwork continues to be my guide, and it is my mission now to help others go through this amazing transformation. I have seen firsthand what breathwork does, like what this practice does. It helps you connect with your emotions. It helps you uncover some emotions and some traumas that you didn't even know you were carrying. And it helps you connect with your intuition. So now I want to invite you to, we're gonna do a little exercise so that you just feel a little bit of the power of the breath. So I want to invite you all to, we're gonna do what is called a cleansing breath, and it's pretty simple. So I just want to invite you all to close your eyes. Maybe place your right hand on your chest and your left hand on your belly, and just feel your breath. And we're gonna do 3 cleansing breaths, and you're gonna tell me how you feel afterwards. I want to invite you to take a deep inhale through your nose and hold it at the top of your lungs. And I just want you to notice if there's a little bit more space in your lungs. And if there is, just sip a little bit more air in and hold. Think about all the stress and the traffic of this morning. And when I say 3, we're going to let it out through the mouth, making a sound. So 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna do it again. Inhale through your nose and hold it at the top. And hold. Hold. Anything that's bothering you, you're holding it in. And at the count of 3, we're gonna let it go again. 1, 2. One more time. Inhale through your nose and hold it at the top. Now you have more room in those lungs. Notice it and fill them up with more air. You can. And hold and hold. And let it go. So just notice how you feel just about 3 breaths. You feel a little bit more calm. Imagine what this practice can do if you make it a practice. It literally can transform your life. So I'm gonna leave you with my final thoughts. Everything you need, it's already inside of you. You have the power to heal, to transform. You have the power to peel off all the layers that are no longer serving you and allow yourself to shine through them and become the best version of you. Thank you.